Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is championship time here in the truck series. Max Anderson leads Robbie Jackson on the pole. Who is going to win the truck race? 20 laps. The trucks are running 10 less than the Sportsman Series, and the green flag is in the air, and we're racing in Michigan. Max Anderson, the leader, getting passed right now by Stephen Thompson to the inside. Then you got Brendan Fuller. Look at Robbie Jackson trying to make it 3 wide. Look at Robbie through the middle. Robbie Jackson trying to make moves. He wants to get up here and win the championship. Only 3 behind Al Agassi. Look at Fitzwater. Fitzwater's the furthest out of the points right now. Or one of the furthest. He's 15 out. So he has to win the race, and Al has to not score points to win the championship. Luis Hernandez right here in the mix, looking to win the championship. Fitzwater falling back. Something may be a problem on the 29. The 24, Anderson sideways. In front of the field, Stephen Thompson is leading here at Michigan. They're 4, almost 5 wide back here. Anderson's going to be up in the fence, into the wall. These guys, the way they're racing, you know they won a championship. Back to the front of the field right now. If the championship were to end, Robbie Jackson would be the champion. He's only 3 points behind Al. And right now he's sitting P2. And Al, not even in the points. Actually, Al is in the points, but he's not in a position where he would be the point leader. Right now, he's in a spot where he's walking out of this race with maybe 3 points, compared to Robbie walking out with 14. Robbie, though, running P2. This race is a longer race. This is one of the longer races for the trucks. If you saw the Auto Club race, that was only 10 laps. This was 10 more longer than that race. And that is due to it being the finale. Robbie getting a push from Brendan Fuller. Robbie Jackson to the lead here at Michigan. Fuller now going to peek to the inside. Gets a little loose on the bottom. And Robbie Jackson is going to lead this train around Michigan International Speedway. Dylan Schwallenberg maybe going to try to make a charge to the front. Luis Hernandez trying to use the top. Here comes Jack Lagasse to the front. Jack was one of the guys who basically had to qualify on the pole to get in the championship hunt. He is out officially, being 16 points out of the lead. He would have to qualify on the pole to put himself back in the hunt for the title. But he was a contender. Someone else was also 16 out. I think it was Samet Oskin, even with 2 wins this season, had to, win the race. Fitzwater was sitting at a cool 15, so Fitzwater has to win this race. And none of the contenders ahead of him can score any points. But speaking of Robbie sitting P2 now, Fuller getting by him. Lap number 7 here at Michigan International Raceway. Robbie trying to use the top to get all the advantage he can. Look at the 45 truck. Fuller, though, using the middle groove, trying to get a good run. Here comes Andrew Plank. Oh, contact truck around Stephen Thompson, and he saved it. What a save by Stephen Thompson in the number 92. Truck was dead sideways, and Robbie Jackson's into the wall. Current points contender, Al Agassi, losing a lot of spots. That's going to put Luis Hernandez maybe head of the charge. If Luis can get up here and win this race, it might be championship ERL championship number 2 for Luis Hernandez. But Robbie was all up in the Wall. Al Agassi had to get out of the throttle for some reason. I think maybe to avoid Robbie Jackson Thought he was going to come down the racetrack. Stephen Thompson almost spun out. And he's still sitting here in 10th. Look at the 49 on the very outside lane with a huge head of momentum. 32, that's Andrew Plank running P3 in the Texas Big Red Toyota. There's Eric Monaco all over the back bumper of Brennan Fuller. Eric Monaco's had a great season. It's too bad he's not a contender for this championship. Eric Monaco currently sitting 10th. It's 18 out, so tough break for him. And we're halfway, and I think the caution is out on the speedway. It is out. Caution is out at the halfway point of the race. Something happened to Ron Monaco in the Sunfrog Chevrolet. We're going to see what happened to Ron really quick. Who was on the apron. Looks like our pole sitter, Max Anderson, makes a little contact. Grayson Acevado, championship contender, kind of getting a little piece of that. The Daytona winner. Grayson sitting in a cool 5th spot, 10 out. Getting a tiny bit of that. I think Tim Randolph also squeaked away from that with no damage. That Sunfrog Chevrolet is coming into pit road, and his day is done. Ryan Monaco is calling it a day, as he's going to probably cheer on his family member Eric. See if he can win this event. Now, here's the exciting part. Trucks may have to come in and pit. We're going to see if they're going to pit or they're going to stay out. One of the longer truck races of the season. Are they going to pit or not? Brandon Fuller looks like he is not coming into pit road, so I guess they're not pitting. They don't have to pit, but I mean, you could come in and get some fresh tires and maybe have a shot to march up through the field. Those lights are going to go off on this pace car. As of right now, we're going to check and see who's winning the championship. As of right now, so we're going to see who's actually leading the championship. Unless my game crashes. Who is winning the title? Trucks are still just rolling around the racetrack. We're just gonna hit this right here. And current standings as they run right now under the caution. Robbie Jackson has a 5-point lead over Al Lagasse, 6 over Joshua Hyatt, 7 over Luis Hernandez. Eric Monaco is sitting 9 points out. So Eric Monaco currently has a shot at the championship. Jack Lagasse's 13 out. Tim Randolph 16 out. Grayson 16 out. Fitzwater 19 out. Alexander Rowe is also 19 out. So guys right now have no shot. Those guys have currently no shot to win a championship. His pace car is rolling down the back straightaway. So Robbie Jackson, current point leader. He's got a 5-point cushion over Al Lagasse, who Al's sitting 15th. Only walking out of this race right now with 1 point. Luis is ahead of Robbie, so I mean, if Luis can get up here and win this race, and Robbie drops back, Luis could be your champion. Eric Monaco is going to have to hope that everyone finishes out of that and he wins the race. I mean, but you see Eric Monaco sitting second right now, gaining 14 points. If he goes up here and wins and none of those guys score points, he's still out of the championship by 8 points. So Eric Monaco right now currently out of the championship hunt. He can't gain 8 points back being in second spot. You can't gain, because he's only going to gain one more spot going to the lead. And that's a tough break for Eric Monaco. Guy ran a great season all season. Coming to the green flag, though. Brennan Fuller leading us down. Green flag is in the air. We're racing. Back at Michigan. Who's going to win the championship? Look at Louise. Already making moves. Here comes Alexander Rowe trying to make a pass. Rowe wants to win. Jack Lagacy looking to make some moves. Al Lagacy needs to make moves if he wants to have a shot at this championship. Hernandez to the inside. Gonna push Andrew Plank. All over the back bumper, the 32. He had to get out of the throttle. Almost turned him. As Robbie's getting passed by Jack Lagacy. Whose championship is it going to go to? We can't check right now to see who's the current point leader. But as Robbie Jackson starts dropping spots. Oh, Hernandez had a crack out of the throttle a bunch. Running P3. Robbie Jackson trying. He's going to push Jack Lagacy as hard as he can. Look at here, the 12. That's Derek Edison. He's looking for a ride in D2. Contact being made. Jack James is shoving Eric Monaco. This race is getting close to the end. Plank to the inside. Hernandez going to go even lower. Fuller using that top lane to get all the momentum out of that Ford. Eric Monaco coming with a huge head of momentum. Robbie Jackson has fell back. He's currently in 10th spot. Al Lagacy sitting right here in 15th. This could be the battle for the championship unless Luis Hernandez can get to the front as they got a train on the top. 3 laps of racing here to go in Michigan. Alexander Rowe sitting P2. William Brock now in the mix. Alexander Rowe looking for his first win. Jack James starting to march. He's now sitting P3. Here comes Robbie Jackson back with a head of momentum on the high side. 2 laps of racing to go here at Michigan. Who is going to be your Season 1 champion? Robbie Jackson to the back bumper. Luis Hernandez. Derek Edison using that high lane to try to get some momentum. To the lead. Jack James to the inside of Alexander Rowe. Brennan Fuller just has to throw a couple blocks. White flag is in the air here at Michigan. Three wide on the bottom for second. Cars are having to cram out of the throttle. Robbie Jackson using the very outside lane. He is to the back bumper of Alexander Rowe. Brennan Fuller has nobody. And nobody to contend with. Brennan Fuller is going to win the race. But who is going to walk out the champion of Season 1? Robbie Jackson all up in the wall. Robbie gets... Man, I don't know. That's going to be awfully close. If we look at it the way we had it, Robbie was 5 ahead of Al. I don't know who has won the championship. We're going to go get that really quick. There's your finishing order. We're going to see who won the championship. We're about to tell you who has won the Season 1 Under Armour Truck Series Championship. Results of the race. I think everyone knows what the results are. Did Louise just, sneak up there and get him one? Robbie scored 6 points. Jack Lagasse scored 5. Al Lagasse scored 4. We're about to see who won the championship in Season 1. Your Season 1 champion by 1 point over Robbie Jackson is Al Lagasse. He is your Season 1 Truck Series champion. Robbie Jackson is going to come home in second spot in points, 1 point out. Done everything he could to try to get up there and win that thing late in the going. And Robbie missed 2 races. So, I mean, if he raced Daytona and had raced Rockingham, he would have probably been the champion this season. Tough break for Robbie. Joshua Hyatt. So we can go and look actually at the points David Diaz scored. David Diaz had scored 14 points. So if you add those to Robbie, Robbie's the champion, but Robbie wasn't in the truck. So that's what gets it. But Al wins, and that's Robbie Jackson, Joshua Hyatt, Luis Hernandez P4, Eric Monaco 5th on that late charge at the end. Jack Lagasse 6th, Tim Randolph 7th, Grayson 8th, 9th, Jack James, and 10th is Zachary Fitzwater. That is your championship finale points. We will see you in just a moment as Al Lagasse is going to come around, and they're doing tech inspection now, so that Al Lagasse could get out here and go to victory lane on the front straightaway and get that championship trophy. Till we meet again, guys, in just a few seconds. Here comes the Season 1 champ. Oh, he had him locked up. Had to lock him down, but he's going to burn him down. Al Lagasse drove his number 28 Chevrolet to its first ever championship and his first ever ERL championship. Ripping the grass up. He's going to celebrate all night long, because tomorrow he knows he's got to get through knockout qualifying to make it to the finale here in Michigan. But right now, he's the champion of the trucks. He is just burning these tires off this truck. Look how smoky that front straightaway is. Now tomorrow will Al be in victory lane as an owner at Ford Performance, and he blew the engine in the truck. Luckily, they've already went through tech and everything, and now his crew is going to come over here and pick up Al Lagasse and roll him into victory lane where he could get his championship trophy. Congratulations to Al Lagasse on winning the Season 1 Truck Series Championship. You can see how far away he is from victory lane. And so congratulations to Al on the championship. And we will see you guys tomorrow for knockout qualifying and the finale, the Nationwide Sportsman Series. Till we meet again, everybody.